just a quick little video for you. Here's Apple, 15-minute, hourly, daily, weekly. When you're looking at a ticker, the best way to analyze this thing is to immediately go to the super largest time frames, because that will give you a picture of the long-term projection for the stock. And so I bring it to the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. Take a look at the quarterly. You can see these guys all the way back from the 90s, and then take a look at the trend. So we're trending up, 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 up. Take a look at the channel regression line that I am painting on top of the stock, okay? So you hit these milestones here, and you have a regression. Then you paint your channel regression at the bottom, okay? So here at the top, you hit the channel regression on top, right here, and that means that you have negative patterns underneath it that are going to fuel the pullback. Well, here it is, such pattern right here. This is a downside pressure pattern, almost that it's really a negative divergence on the monthly. So when the monthly turns in the direction of this weakness, now take a look at how over here you have a pullback technically on the quarterly, and then you have a continuation. Compare the length of the price rally versus the blue line here on the indicator. See how this is short? This is downside pressure. So when the time frames below it turn in that direction, you have a regression. Furthermore, see when I click over here at the top of this monthly right here, and that's the top of this quarterly, what's happening on the weekly? Take a look at how this thing correlates with the weekly. What's the weekly showing you over here? Let me go back in time here a little bit to bring this into the screen. Is this not a negative divergence on the weekly? See, this is not going to feed more upside. This is now a bear chart at the top of the channel here. So this is going to fuel a regression. Now take a look at how the long-term trend is up, and take a look at how this weekly is incredibly long versus what the price actually did. That is implying fight of the trend. So the rally to the downside ends, then you start having bottoming over here, which creates positive support, and then you have a continuation. Take a look at how the monthly got extremely long versus what the price actually did. So you have a continuation. Right now we're in the middle of a long-term continuation. We're rallying back up. Let me see if I can pull up over here a yearly chart. Take a look at the MACD, completely parabolic to the upside, so the trend is up. So if I bring this thing down here and I project my channel regression, the next stop is around 150. See what I mean? So this is what should happen based on this MACD. It's completely parabolic. So if we don't have a market that crashes completely, this should come to pass. However, take a look at the massive buildup of negative pressure. This is already a negative divergence at a monthly level, but we have a lot of momentum to the upside. Now, on this upside, you're going to have your normal regressions on the mini trend. Take a look at the trend over here and take a look at the channeling. Boom, 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 boom. Highs eclipse highs, and lows eclipse previous lows as you trend up. Now, right now on the uptrend, we're hitting now a new negative divergence on the daily. So right now, this is where, now that I did that analysis, I come back down to earth to the lower time frames. You know, now we're back on a weekly, daily, hourly. These guys are running out of steam. These guys are running out of steam. And so, take a look at this 15. So, another chart that I really pay attention to is the 2 on the 4. See, this is a very strong negative divergence on the 4. Now we still have upside momentum, so this is not turning yet. But take a look at how the lower time frames. This is a 15-minute. Take a look at the up cycle on the hourly. It's already broken. It's starting to lose momentum. It's like a geyser that tops the water all the way up and it starts cascading back down. See, it cannot sustain. So right now we're starting to undermine this poise on these lesser charts, the 2 and the 4. And so we're going to start meandering over here. Do you have a daily that's negative? In other words, this is a negative divergence. Compare price tops with indicator tops. Tops higher on the price, tops lower on the indicator. This pullback and continuation on the weekly implies weakness. So this thing looks like it's getting ready to pull back. You want to buy upside, I get you. My advice is wait for this thing to pull back. See, take a look at the channel regression over here. Are we not kind of touching that top? And technicals underneath are saying down, down, down. So this thing topped out. It wants to come back down. Wait for the 60 to down cycle, and when the 60 starts meandering like this, as long as the long-term picture sustains upside, then you have a continuation. So when is that going to happen? Shoot, I don't know. This thing could meander coming back down over here. You know, each one of these segments over here is a week. How long did it take? 1 week, 2 weeks? You know, 2 weeks, and then we started rallying back up over here. That's my contention. That's my best educated guess. I hope this helps bring about some clarity on the way I take a look at long-term positions and when to enter them. Unfortunately, man, I don't know what happened. You and I lost our rhythm. I got a little scared. The market is bullshit. My technical analysis is as better as good as ever, if not getting better all the time. We're in a rut right now. I am in a rut because I hate what's going on with the indexes. So just gotta get out of this entanglement and get back on the horse. That's my piece.